Hi all, welcome back to another video of mine. This is a revised video for May's news predictions. I just want to add these are my own perceptions of future events and in all likelihood will not happen. I'll be talking you through each one and explaining what I perceived and what I think may happen in May. Right, prediction 1 was of a metal detecting find or device. I had this idea of this ground penetration, new type of device. They go down treasure hunting, associated with looking for treasure underground. A new scanning tool I wrote down. AOL metal detector linked to a spike. So is a spike either attached to the metal detector or a find of a spike type of treasure. And that was that for the first one. Story 2 was of a rare bird chick hatching. I wrote down most probably bollocks, pardon my French. Really rare bird hatches, AOL dragon. I wrote down unique, AOL chick. Story 3 was of this Asian male, this idea of this Asian male getting hit in the face. I wrote down an idea of a face hit by pole, I wrote down. So a pole falling or this injured Asian male. AOL eyes closed for impact. So he's like braced. I wrote down man gets hurt. Unsuspecting. I wrote down tubes fallen hit. So maybe this idea of this fallen scaffold perhaps, or items falling. AOL face hit, like a passerby story. Wrong place, wrong time. Story 4 was of a rubbish dump find. Something valuable is found in a rubbish dump. I was getting a feeling that AOL toaster I wrote down, AOL dump find. Rubbish dump, worth a few pound I wrote down. AOL old artifact. And that was that for this story. Right, the next story was of a US town or city. I was getting AOLs of a pencil. That came up twice. I wrote down pencil. It could be Pennsylvania, I'm not sure. It's like this place has got a triple statue, 3 important statues associated with this place. I wrote down looting and fire. It's also got a famous archway, this place. I wrote down a mess. I was getting the idea of rioting and violence, so not a good story. Story 6 was of a fossil find. I drew a map where I think it may be. I was getting an AOL of a dragon. AOL Kent, AOL Dorset. I know they're associated with fossil finds. I think so. My mind likened it to that. Could there be dragons? I wrote down, and unique fossil, and that was that for this one. Right, prediction 7. This was a space anomaly, a space event. It came through pretty strong. I was getting this idea of this star blowing up, this star explosion, like a supernova. I wrote down AOL star explodes, a wonderful scene. This was really nice, beautiful. I wrote down, pleasing. The colour spasm, is it? Or colour spread? I don't know. AOL like of a bridge, a huge spread out image. So that comes through strong, and out of all of them, I'd say this has got potential to happen, but I may be wrong. I've been wrong in the past. Prediction 8, I think. This was of a new virus. This linked to pollen or looks like pollen. AOL comma, I don't know what that is. AOL pollen. I think that infects a host like a hijack. The CDC I wrote down. I think that's American governing body on illness. I'm not sure. AOL triple threat. New threat virus spotted, and that was that for this. Section 9 was of a parliament. I had the feeling of this hunched male. AOL German parliament. What did I write down? A symbol at the top. A AOL script. I felt this was immigration based. AOL immigration agenda. New rows of people watching. I wrote down new laws. The idea of this you work or you get out. A right-wing mentality. So I'll see if that becomes apparent in this month's news. Section 10 last off was of this idea of this castle dominating the landscape of, I wrote down France, I think. Awel Medici family, I know that's like an old family. Awel Castle, possible subsidence. I could be wrong on that. Coast, I don't know, like a big perspective. Old place, I was getting an idea of contention. And there's a flag associated with this place. But that is it for my predictions for May. And I'll do some follow-ups if I see anything conclusive in the news. Thank you for watching and being patient with me. I find it hard to find time to do things like this, but I'll keep trying and keep posting. So see you soon. Peace.